It'll be one to go this time by. Coming to the green, buddy, coming to the green. Let's go get him. Go, 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 go!
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway.
Well, Liz, then Marty.
Thanks. Liz Clark from the Washington Post. For Coach Gibbs, could you speak as owner of a multi-car team, given the scale of investment you have, how important is it to sort of be proactive in developing your own pipeline of talent, you know, rather than waiting till you have a need and just seeing what's out there? And I assume that's part of what Joey represents. Thanks.
I think Joey does represent that, but more importantly for us, we talk about owning Joe Gibbs Racing. I really don't think we own Joe Gibbs Racing, JD and I. It's people, Joey, and all the drivers. I found out they have all the fun to make all the money. You know, just remember, keep the owners somewhere in there, okay? But we're excited. It is very important for us, and I think, you know, for us, when you start out into something like this, it's exciting for us. And I think Joey's a part of that for us. And I think as we look down the road, I know Tom, Debbie, it's exciting for us to be a part of this. And we've been waiting, preparing, and I know Joey's excited about it. And so I think that hopefully for us, this is going to be the start of something that could go for 20 years.
Marty.
I'm Marty Smith, ESPN. This is for Joey. I know that they're saying that you don't have any pressure, go out and have fun. But the fact is the car that you're going to drive has won about 65 races in a row. So as a driver, do you look at that and say, all right, great, I'm in great equipment, so it's less pressure, or do you say, man, I better not stuff this thing in a fence?
It's a little bit of both, obviously. You know, definitely get one of the best cars. You know, like you said, they won 6 in a row. So hopefully they keep that going tonight, and we can do it again at Dover. But yeah, I mean, I'd rather be in a car that's winning races that I know can win races, getting into it, instead of getting in a car that's going to run, you know, 25th place. So yeah, definitely there's more pressure, I think, but it's a lot better to run up front. I'd rather run up front than have a good finish being 20th. You know.
Claire B. Lang, XM Satellite Radio. Joey, where do you think that you stand? Everybody asking, and I'm over here, you know, JD and Joe, how good you are and what you got for it. Where do you think you're at, talent level, and what you got to learn yet?
I really think it's up to Joe and JD. You know, I feel like I'm ready to go out there and win races. You know, I've been, you know, waiting on this birthday forever now, so I feel like I'm ready. You know, I've done a ton of cup testing, you know, ton of, you know, races growing up as I get older, so I feel like I'm ready to go out there and win some races.
Jay Pennell, HardcoreRaceFans.com. Joey, now we know Mark Martin's thought highly of you and your teammates, obviously. How have the other drivers in the garage treated you, or what have they said to you? Do you offer them advice, or are they offering you advice? I mean, what's that relationship like?
They offer me advice, that's for sure. I don't think I'm in any position to offer them advice yet, but you know, they seem cool, welcoming, all that stuff, so that's good. You know, definitely going to Dover is going to be a new game for me, but, you know, I feel like I'm ready. They seem to be welcoming to me. You know, doesn't seem like anything crazy is going on there. I'm just going to race them the way I want to be raced, and hopefully they do the same thing for me. Viv?
Yeah, Viv Bernstein, New York Times. For JD, what's the game plan for Joey moving ahead of beyond Dover and looking ahead to Cup down the road?
Yeah, this year we're going to do 18, 19 nationwide races and probably throw a few ARCA things in there. And I think for us, the Cup thing, we're in no hurry. We're just going to watch and wait, and eventually he's going to have a spot in this sport for many years to come in the Cup Series. But we're not going to rush him to get there. I think we're just going to let him enjoy what he's doing now and kind of grow. And I think when the time's right, we'll all be ready to go. But right now, we're going to come out and knock off this part of the year and really focus on just being consistent, getting the seat time at tracks he's never been to before. So it's going to take a little while to get up to speed. But I think when the time's right, we'll all agree he's ready to go.
Any other questions?
You say when the time is right. I mean, how are you going to know? I mean, suppose, for instance, you have an opening in your cup on your cup team.
I don't know. What are you talking about? I don't know.
Are you more interested in going to 4 teams?
Yeah, no. Two things. One, we are interested in going to 4 teams. Again, we're in no hurry to do that. Could be next year. Could be 10. Could be whenever. I think what's more important, though, is really for our guy. We don't make a decision unless all of our key guys in house, our key crew chiefs, our crew chiefs, our Jimmy Maycar, a bunch of guys that really from inside say we're ready to go. That's the same when it came to hiring Tony Stewart. It's the same when it came to saying Denny Hamlin. It's the same when it's starting a second team, starting a third team. It's kind of a group decision there. Unless everyone's on board, we don't do it. And so I think everyone's on board right now to this point. This is where we need to be. And we'll kind of wait and watch. And when that group gets together and says, let's go, then we'll go as a team.
Lee Montgomery, NASCAR scene. With the COT coming to the Nationwide Series next year, do you guys still plan on being involved in that full time, or is the expense level going to be just too much?
We're hoping that it's 2010. So that's our rally cry, 2010. And really, from JGR standpoint, we're always going to be in the Nationwide Series. Old car, current car tomorrow. That's a big part. We have a lot of young guys here, mechanics, crew members, crew chiefs, drivers, kind of moving up from that series. We'll always be there. I think the fear is you want to be real careful that the Nationwide Series is healthy. So what we just kind of told NASCAR from day one is, look, go talk to the guys that run this whole thing, the Todd Brons, the Tad Geschichters. What do they want to do? Whatever they want to do, we'll do it. But I do think there is some things that car tomorrow that it's not as easy as it looks. It's a difficult process. And I think when the time's right, we trust them. They made great decisions. The 18 years we've been in the sport, so we hope that'll continue on, and we'll be fine.
Jenna?
Since Kenny Bruce kind of opened the can of worms, anything new with Tony and his situation?
Yeah, you want to answer that, Joey? There you go. No, I think right now there's nothing new to report. I think right now we're just kind of working through a process with him again. Same thing we talked about before. He has other options out there. He'll always have a lot of opportunities. Right now we're focused on him in that car for this year and next year, and we'll kind of we'll ride that out.
Jerry Bunkowski, Yahoo Sports. JD, I don't want to put the cart before the horse here, but if he does outstandingly well in the first, let's say, 10, 15 nationwide races, when would be the earliest he could do a one-off in a Cup Series race?
Again, I think we would have to get our key group of guys at JGR to all say, let's do this. We did it before when Denny kind of went through the first part of the nationwide year, and we all agreed, okay, we gave JJ some races, Terry Labonte ran some races, let's put Denny in the car. So when everyone gets together and said, hey, we feel comfortable, we'll do that. Again, we would at some point we would love to have 4 cars, and we're not in a hurry to do that. This year, next year, 10. So I really couldn't put a timetable on it. Just when that key group of guys and my dad kind of get together and say, this is what we feel like we need to do, and talking to Joey too, make sure he feels like he's ready. So I couldn't really give you a time right now.
Any other questions? Well, guys, we're going to get a photo op here with the cake, and then also there's a car unveiling outside, and then any other one-on-one interviews will be done after the car unveiling. We can probably bring them back in the media center in the hallway out here because of the noise from practice. Thank you.
Thank you.
We tried to get a run this weekend, but it didn't quite work for practice.
Yeah, I understand.
This one?
Yeah. I want to dump it. Great. Joey, you want to cut the cake? Just one slice?
Let's get the 3, maybe just hold on to it. Yeah. Just dig it right to the center. Right to the middle. Come on, grab it. I think we got it out. The chassis. Yeah.